Oh my gosh, we're live. See if I can find it on my channel. Fingers down my spine. Where is it? Where is it? We have a person. Hello, welcome. I'm just trying to figure out where this is on my channel so I can share it. Hello, everybody. We're going to be painting today. Oh, there it is. There it is on my channel. Ah, amazing. Going to tweet this so we can have more people come on over and watch me paint. How fascinating. It's going to be great. We're going to learn what gesso is. Oh, nope, that's the wrong link, actually. Hello, yes, I do remember you from the Bad Influence premiere. It was a good time. Yeah, we're going to go back to YouTube and find this again because I don't know where it is. But anyway, how is everybody doing tonight? 3 days till Christmas. How exciting is that? That's a barrel of fun. I've been wrapping presents for like 3 hours, so I am all presented out. I'm so ready to paint. As soon as I find the link and share it, I might just give up on sharing it. Like, whoever comes, you know, we don't mind. I'm going to give it one more shot. Oh, sorry, Spider-Fan. I'm sorry you're not having that great of a day today. And the holidays can be a tough time, or maybe it's unrelated to the holidays, but you're not alone. So while I show this, what we're doing today is we're painting some sheds. This one is already halfway gessoed. This one just needs some touch-ups, and the inside should be covered up because we don't want to see the roots, the origins of where this cardboard came from. Nobody wants to see the pirate's booty man when we're thinking about the Skarloey sheds. It's just not done. Nobody wants to see that. Oh, man, I'm sorry about your grandpa. Yeah, that's tough. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you. And yeah, crowds of people at the malls can be tough. Let's see. Ooh, Sonic 3? You're seeing Sonic 3? I've heard that movie is really good. I haven't seen any of the others, but honestly, everybody is so enthusiastic about it that I'm kind of convinced to go see it. Here is the live stream link. Here it is. I finally found it. My gosh. I'm like, I've done this in like ages. Yeah, Sonic is a cool franchise. All right, it's finally shared. Now we can start painting. This is so exciting. Yeah. So what I'm doing now is I'm pouring out some gesso. This is just, I'm probably mansplaining gesso to somebody right now, but this is just to give the paint a surface to adhere to because the cardboard is really absorbent. So if I were to just paint over the cardboard, it would just soak it right up. The colors wouldn't be as vibrant. it's not a good time. This bottle's nearly empty. So, if anybody wants to ask me questions or anything, because I haven't done a Q&A. I haven't done a Q&A in God knows how long. So if anybody wants to ask me questions, go right ahead. Also, I might invite some people on here in a bit. This is probably going to be a short live stream. I just needed the onus to paint, hence the title. That's the Bad Influence premiere poster in the background. Me and Master of the Lemons painted that. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Nico. Indeed. Actually, I kind of want you to do that. I kind of think that would be a very good idea. I think you should indeed give Lady a top hat, and I'm in fact very excited to see that. Would I ever do commission paintings? I already do on my Twitter. I mean, digital paintings. But if people were to commission me to paint sheds for them, I would say ask somebody else, because I'm not fantastic at it. Finish the shed or I won't do that. Now that's pressure. God, I gotta paint. I'm feeling the burn right now. There was an earlier question. How many sheds have you made so far? 3, because there's only 3. But I could make more in future, because I have a video coming up very soon that I need a lot of buildings for. So that's going to be fun. Do I have any stuff from Bad Influence? Let me think about that. I mean, I have the poster. This has a glue string on it. That's disgusting. You know when you're hot gluing stuff and the glue strings get everywhere? That is vile. It's so vile. It makes me just wanna. Couldn't think of anything funny, but I think that pause was kind of more ominous than I intended. Would be crazy if there was a piece of merch of Lady with a top hat that came out 20-something years ago. Are you telling me this exists? Are you getting me excited for that right now? Because I'm excited. You love the poster. Thank you. Thank you so much. Gotta watch the Twilight movies. Capsule Play Rail. They make everything. That's amazing. Capsule Play Rail is one of those brands I've been meaning to get into, like so many other brands. But the problem is I can't justify spending money on myself most of the time. So what I have to do is wait until one of my wonderful friends decides to send it to me as a gift. And then I'm like, oh, I have Capsule Play Rail now. This is fantastic. Most of, if not all of my trains from other brands are gifts from friends. So that's very lovely of them. I have very lovely friends. I am rich in friendship, if not in money. Not in money. Hello, the Shockman cometh. That's such a good username. Oh my god. I love that. She has a bow tie on her funnel. That's amazing. Would I ever try reviewing Thomas episodes? There's already a guy who's really good at that. I subscribed to him years ago. Nitpick reviews? I can't remember, but that would be fun. Don't use the fan in the winter. Don't worry, I'm not. I was actually using it to what was I using it for? I think I was using it for like a school project. I don't remember. School seems so distant now. And yet, I will be back next month. I am a graphic design major, and that means my homework is all shapes and circles. Graphic design majors can confirm this. You know what? Now that I think of it, there's a capsule Imperial top hat Thomas, and you could take off the top hat. I'm going to be making some purchases. Yeah, good for you. What's the best Skarloey Railway episode? I was just thinking about this today. You want the best, or do you want my opinion on the best? Because I really struggle with ranking things objectively. Like, for instance, one of my favorite movies in the world is Thomas and the Let me. There you go. Now you can see what I'm doing better. One of my favorite movies in the world is Thomas and the Magic Railroad, and like it's objectively kind of a poorly constructed movie. Like it's no work of art, like structurally and cinematically, but it has so many just fantastic, wonderful elements. And most of all, I just really enjoy it. So if you ask me to rank things objectively, I'm not fantastic at it, because I'll just say like I really enjoy it. It's wonderful to me. Hi Dookie, welcome. So true. I'm an animation major. You're so cool. I mean, I already knew this, but you're even cooler for that. Animation school, I considered it for like 10 microseconds, but I'm not that talented. Well, I mean, it's about hard work too. But yeah, I couldn't. I couldn't. I struggle with finishing things. In animation, it's so much work, so many frames, right? So I was like, I'm me struggling to finish a Thomas episode that's less frames than that. I'm never gonna be able to finish an animation. So I just have the greatest respect for animation majors. So that's awesome. They just all different flavors of hard work. Real. I'm here to make things right. Thank you, Caleb Tucker. We need you. Yeah. Art classes alongside gen eds you don't care about as much. Real as heck. Let's see, what was the gen ed I've cared about the least? Oh, right. I haven't done them yet because I keep putting them off like a coward. I'm so afraid of math class and natural sciences. I was able to put the math class off for one more semester, but I'm going to have to take it. I'm not looking forward to it. I just want to draw my shapes and circles. I don't want to do math. See, this is what I mean, right? Like, this roof is already painted. I would have been, like, scrolling Twitter, like, midway through this. This would have been taken me twice as long. Thank you, everyone. You're helping me finish my sheds. Finish the Skarloey Railway sheds where I will teach geometry to a family of woodchucks. I gotta protect those woodchucks, man. You know, they would not enjoy that. I couldn't unleash that kind of torture on them. However, it's you teaching them, so it wouldn't be so bad. But still, it's a good threat. You're not kidding. Man, this is getting real. I really got to finish these sheds now. People are coming up with such good threats. What is everybody's major, if you feel comfortable sharing? What's your favorite thing about your major, or your least favorite thing? I have the best threat. If you don't finish the Skarloey Railway sheds, then you won't have the Skarloey Railway sheds. That's true! Because I'm really excited about the episode that I need these sheds for. But I can't make the episode if I don't have the sheds. It's... Yeah? I just wanted to say hi. Hello! But yeah, I'm really really excited about this episode. What can I say without giving it away? Here's the thing, right? I'm so bad at giving summaries or synopsises of my own work. If you ask me to summarize, oh, what's it about? I'm going to start shaking in fear. I'm going to be like, well, it's about a lot of things. And then I'm probably going to end up telling you the whole plot because I don't know how to summarize. Let me look at the comments. Whoa! A geography major? That is amazing. That is so cool. I was so bad at geography in high school. Your major was catering. That is also really, really cool. That sounds really difficult to do. I had a friend who worked in catering. She said it was like the most demanding job she'd ever had. Minor in sound design. Wicked. Oh, yeah. Sound design is fantastic. I'm going to turn this up slightly because now my head is cut off. There's got to be a middle ground. Okay, this is the middle ground. Right, now you can see the sheds and my head is not weirdly cut off. We won. I did a U.S. state quiz the other day. My result was embarrassing. Real. That would be me. Mine was communication. I think we have 2 communications majors in here. Refresh me on what communications majors are. Is that like journalism? That is also really cool. You guys are all really, really cool. And I think you're all going to succeed in your fields. La la la. Not trying to flex, but I'm not too bad at geography. Oh, that's awesome. If you point out a country in Europe and ask me to name any of them, I'm going to start crying. It's going to happen. Now, whenever I watch an Annie video, I need Erdl Lady by my side. That's really sweet. Almost done with getting a degree in art. Yeah, baby! I've always been a dabber. I haven't done it in a while because people made me feel bad about it. They were like, you're so out of sync, old man. And yeah, true, but it's fun. I don't know why. I think I was just born to dab. I saw in Vincent's recent video that there was a former member in there. A former member of the community. I don't know why my mind went to so many other organizations. I was like, a former member of the FBI? A former member of the local library board? Why was that my first thought? Anyway, that's a question for him, but sorry. My mind went so many places. This is what my brain is like. You're all just getting unfiltered access to my brain right now. And my sheds. I love gesso. Gessoing cardboard is just fantastic. Like, it's so satisfying because, like, the masking tape goes away, the glue goes away. It becomes unified into what it's ultimately going to be. The vision just gets so much clearer, you know? Like, it's really fun. Also, you can make anything with cardboard and masking tape. Did you know that? Because I didn't know that. I found this out very recently, and since then I've been, like, addicted to making things. They're not fantastic. They're not the best thing in the world. But I'm learning, and I'm having so much fun. Also, it feels like I'm God. I can make trees. I can make mountains. I can make a sunny day, it feels like. So, it's really fun. It is really, really fun. Don't be afraid to try new things. I guess that's the moral of the story, because I was afraid to do it for a really long time. But there's so much cool stuff you can do. While I watched the stream working on 3D printing a shed roof, I modeled it. And let me tell you, it is not easier when the print doesn't feel like printing. That is awful. I have a friend with a 3D printer. Who's the friend? Oh, it's Master of the Lemmas. It is both a blessing and a curse to him. I've been meaning to return a library book for the past 10 years. I've been there. I have been there. It's a little frightening. My sister is making a nativity scene in a gingerbread house out of cardboard. That's genius! This cardboard looks like gingerbread. Wow. I'm struck. I am struck. Where is Sodor in Europe? How am I supposed to know? Don't make me cry. It's only 7 p.m. Are there any smaller Thomas channels you've watched lately? Yeah. What's his name again? Okay, so forgive me if I'm really stupid and this guy actually has like 10 bajillion subscribers, but I watched a channel called Narrow Gauge. I watched the latest episode of their series. So good. Like custom-made engines, OCs, really atmospheric, cool stuff. And this lady, this psych major, her name is Dirty Percy, I think. I tweeted about her. She made this really incredible Thomas analysis and apparently also like a 47-minute Emily analysis, and they're really good. So check both of them out. And again, I apologize if Narrow Gauge is actually very established and I'm like, guys, go support this small struggling person. But anyway, great people, great videos. Go check them out. I've really been enjoying them. And also, I gotta keep painting while I talk. Also, in 2025, my resolution is to shout out and promote more people, because I get really angry when the people that people are talking about they're not very nice people, or it's just about how their content sucks. And like if we could be putting our energy to really cool creators, because we have so many. I need more gesso. Hold on. Guys, oh my gosh. I found a Santa hat. I think I'm contractually obligated to put it on. It's Christmas. It is the Christmas time. Okay. Let's go. All right. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, guys. We're here. We did it. We're at the end of the year. It's insane. It's Krima. Okay, let's look at the chat. Eric? Is that Eric Pierre? Oh, I love you, Eric. If you cut up a bunch of squares of paper, you could give your shed a really nice tiled look, unless you're going for a metal look. Here's the thing. That is a really good idea. I thought about it, but then it just kept getting more elaborate. These sheds, the design for them kept getting more elaborate in my head. Let me show you something. Like, I made styrofoam brick walls. I made like this clay cobblestone wall. And they're kind of cool. And I kept getting more elaborate with the designs. And then I realized winter break is only so short. And I know myself. So if I don't finish these sheds in a reasonable time and get filming, then I'm never going to finish this episode. Because this episode's already been cooking for like 3 years. So let me sit down again. But long story short, thank you so much for the idea. I did consider it, but I'm going to have to simplify these just to get these done. But yeah, next time I make a shed, I'm gonna make little shingles for them. Hello, Edward's exploit. Guys, where did Annie go? How did Santa get here? Ho, ho, ho! Ooh, adding on, you can also take a strip of card or paper, then cut lines into them, then bending them in certain directions to give the look of separate tools while being way easier to put on together. That is awesome. I'm saving that for next time, too. Are you excited for Christmas this year? Yeah! I love Christmas. LNER Liam is extremely underrated. Ooh, I will check them out. That is Eric. I knew it was Eric. Sorry, I smashed the table in my excitement. Hi, Eric. How you doing? Annie C, what was the best season for the narrow gauge engines outside of 4? I don't know. I'm not intelligent enough to answer this question, but give me yours. What do you think? Favorite show as a kid? I need to keep painting. I can talk and paint at the same time. Okay. Favorite show as a kid that's not Thomas? That's a very good question. How old are we talking? As a very young kid, I was big into Angelina Ballerina for a time. VeggieTales, my goat. I was huge into them. I had a Kipper phase. It's like that British show with the orange dog. It's really cute. It's like watercolor animations. Focus on painting or I will force you to watch Victor Dancing content. That's a good threat. There's only 153 and 193 around these parts. Yeah, baby. That's certainly true. Why did I say it like that? That was weird. Kipper, yeah. Oh, as an older kid, slightly older kid, like probably around 11, I thought I got paint on my arm. I was huge into Star Trek, the original series from the 60s. And then I watched the Star Trek movies that were done in like the 80s. And that was like, those were like probably the single most impactful pieces of media on my psyche, because Star Trek 2 is the whole reason I make stories with trains. So yeah, hope that answers your question. I answer things in very long, rambling strokes. I'm getting paint all over my hands. Paint the sheds. I'm going, I promise. Side. Oh, these little sides. Oh, guys, we're almost done gessoing the first shed. This is fantastic. Then I just have a little more to gesso on the other one. So, fantastico. Okay. Oh, yeah, that needs a little more. Avatar! Okay, so I watched Avatar really recently. I'd never seen it before. It is such a marvelous show. It's so impactful. I have to gesso the other sides of these up. Gosh darn it. That's a good question for my audience, because you guys have been giving me very good questions. I should bring somebody else on who knows how to speak to people. I hope I'm doing okay. I hope you guys are not bored. I'm not bored. I'm happy to have you all here. I don't know how to entertain people, but I thought this would be good practice. Yeah. You're doing great. Oh, thank you. I'm trying. Annie, is your real name Annie? Yes, it is. Well, my full name is Anna Maria, but nobody calls me that unless I'm, unless you're this one older lady who never liked me, who liked to call me that because it freaked me out. So yeah, Annie's my real name. friend is friend and therefore entertaining. Oh, thank you, Nico. Is in No Greater Gift, does Rosie have ADHD? If so, I really like it. That's a very good question. I think if you think Rosie has ADHD, then she does. Rosie was based off of some of my experiences as like a younger teen. So I'm undiagnosed. I don't know if I have it. Probably not. I don't have all the symptoms, but anyway, yeah. If you think she has ADHD, I'm totally down with that because I think it would make sense with who she is. I think you could apply a lot of things to her. Certainly anxiety. She's a very bad anxiety. If you thought about writing a story about dealing with writer's block, it sounds hilarious, LOL. I did a skit that's kind of about writing, struggling to come up with an idea for Thomas videos. It's called writing a Thomas script, to be like. I did think some of the message of that kind of got lost in translation because I kind of intended it to be about. I think that's kind of my bad. I kind of intended it to be about two things, both sort of lightly poking fun at some of the crazy ideas we've seen in the fandom, lovingly. I think those ideas are a huge part of our culture, and I couldn't imagine it without them. And also just how it's sometimes you kind of feel pressured to give up on the more creative ideas because there is a bit of pressure to be only write a certain way, only write your Thomas stories a certain way. So I think that was my bad that it got lost in translation. I was trying to do too many things at once, but yeah, I think I have done that. Yeah. What was your favorite moment in Bad Influence? Oh, baby. Sorry, I love Bad Influence. Yeah, I have an answer. It's the moment where Ivo Hugh is flying. I just think that's a really beautiful moment. It encapsulates Ivo's spirit in a really cool way, and I think it was really well executed. How about you? Do you have a favorite moment? Favorite fan content, anybody? People need to unlearn cringe and Thomas formats. Yeah, baby, they do. I don't know why I keep saying that. I think it's like a vocal tick tonight. I should write my TTTE story, but I probably never will. Why not? You should. What's Vincent doing? He's watching Bluey, I think. Would you ever watch a video of somebody ranking every Thomas episode? That would be a long video, but I would be interested. I think I could sit down for that. Gotta keep painting. Gotta keep painting. Oh my gosh. I gotta keep painting. I'm writing a story where Percy is very anxiety coded. Coded. What am I doing? But in a well-written way, hopefully. And I think people ought to put mental health stuff in Thomas stories more. Yeah. That's awesome. Can you please send that to me when it's done? I'm so bad at checking messages, but I will be keeping an eye out for that. The classic peer pressure me into being productive live stream. I remember those days. I was inspired by you. But hi, Lemmy. We love you so much. What else is there? Slay those vocals. No, you, Nate. You did such a fantastic job in Lego Masters video. That was so good. I loved your Skarloey voice. Today, my birthday. Happy birthday! Having a birthday close to Christmas must be fun. La la la. La 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 la. Christmas time. I think that's enough gesso. Excellent. I think that is indeed enough gesso. No, wait, there's a spot I missed. The other satisfying thing about painting with cardboard is the recycling aspect. Because like everything I've made recently, it's just been from like shipping boxes that have been lying around, food boxes. So it is so satisfying to take something that was just going to be garbage and turn it into something cool I can use. So it's awesome. It's a no-brainer. I'm going to be 21 this December 30th. Happy early birthday! Yeah! The terrifying moment when you realize the sheds aren't made of a white material. It's just all gesso. It certainly is. You want to see the cardboard on the inside of this? I showed it at the very start, but it's the Pirate's Booty Man. So I'm going to have to cover him up because, like, when you're thinking about Skarloey, you don't want to be thinking about the Pirate's Booty Man. You just don't. Like, he's a cool guy. He makes yummy snacks, but you don't want to be thinking about him then. My favorite TTTE fan series is probably Ease. That's probably enterprising. I would know that man anywhere. He turned Bertram into a legend. He certainly did. I love Bertram. I love Bertram and I love Duke. And fun fact, excuse me, the story that these sheds are for is about both of them. So I'm so excited. Thank you all again for the peer pressure for helping me get this done. No greater gift is still my favorite Fandom. Oh, thank you so much. That means so much to me. Could maybe like take some black construction paper and glue it. Oh, that's a great idea. That would save me so much work. One of my go-tos is cereal boxes. It's thin but durable, and you can get some pretty large pieces. Yeah, cardstock. Cardstock is great. Cardstock is fantastic. I forgot about my cup of iced tea. It's so tragic. Would you get a load of this guy? Isn't he cool? He's amazing. He's fantastic. And this is courtesy of the lovely Duke of Benribe. It was a wonderful gift. I got to do something with him. He actually partially inspired the short film that's coming out after this next episode, even though he's not in it, which is so sad. So I need to do something with him. Have you thought about doing custom engine models? I do custom engine models. Let me get one. Oh, here he is. The little guy. So this is my LBSC Thomas custom. I made him probably in 2015. No, 2018, closer to that. So he's a little old, but yeah, I do custom models. Is the live stream coming through well? Also, my computer is so janky that I was kind of scared going in about the quality. So, it's okay. There haven't been any complaints, so we might be good. Do I need to do any more gesso, or am I just insane? Oh yeah, we need to do this. This is white because the cardboard's white, but there's like a barcode, so we need to cover that up. We here see you loud and clear. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, should I have other people on this? I don't know, because like I'm already distracted enough by the chat. So I don't know if that would just kill my concentration, even though I love other people. Other people are so cool. I think we'll keep it with me for now, but this is really fun. Insane, you say? Well, I'm Insane Films Productions. Bravo. Annie, I've remember on Thomas Wooden Railway's channel, you made that red rosy for him. Looked incredible. Thank you so much. She's one of the favorite customs I've ever done. I took a custom taking break for years because I was like, oh, I can't top myself. And also I was just burnt out. I guarantee that will make you less productive. Yes, I think so. So I think we're at a good balance right now. Your dedication to gessoing it in full is admirable. I like do one coat, and if I'm feeling generous, do two to cover. I'm stalling. Part of it is stalling because gessoing is so easy. I don't have to think about it. It's so satisfying. So then I use it to stall, but I'm not stalling right now. I'm still doing stuff I need to do. Enjoying the short stories, Lemmy. Yeah. I mean, he can tell you. I left him an audio message today, screaming about the George story. You guys got to listen to it if you haven't. It's really, really good. Oh my gosh. Nobody has perfected the art of audio stories like Master of the Lemons. I kind of said that your sets almost remind me of Turtles and Thomas, a moment of silence for the departed wonder. Thank you. That man. He did inspire my visual style a lot. He gave me a lot of tips. Left me with trauma and a good set style, I guess. So, you take what you can. You take what you can. Oh my gosh. That was a crappy paint job. Not paint job, tape job. Do I need to paint the top of this? I mean, it's covered in tape. Do I need to paint over tape? You made it Hi, Vincent. I love you. You made it cozier. Thank you. Thank you very much. Also, sheds are looking killer so far. Thank you so much. I had to simplify. As I was explaining to the good people, I had to simplify them because I realized I was getting too into it. I was adding too much detail, and then I was like, okay, I got to stop. I got to make these simple so I can get it done before I have to go back to school next month. I have to sit down and watch Bad Influence this week. Yeah, it's good. You won't regret it. I wish you could reply to specific chat messages. It would be based. Yes, it would. YouTube, are you listening? Probably not. They never listen to us, but we press on. So crunchy. Tape and glue, it's so crunchy. My goodness. Oh yeah, I gotta paint over the tape. Give some grit. Yeah. You're right on. Thank you. I was debating skipping it, but that would never suit his grace. Favorite Christmas song? Whoa, that's a hard question. I think the best I can do is give you what it currently is, which is the answer that has been the same for the past 6 months. It usually changes. Current favorite is Oh Holy Night. It's just got that wow factor. It's got that build, the crescendo. It really makes Christmas feel very epic, which I like because Christmas is pretty epic. Do you have a favorite Christmas song? I would love to hear it. There's so many good ones. I've been using Spotify to discover Christmas pop songs because I am so short on knowledge of the new Christmas classics. I feel like we only listen to the same ones every year, but people are composing new ones and they will become classics someday. Ariana Grande's Santa Tell Me, that could be like a beloved Christmas hymn one day. And I'll be like 60 and I'll be like, "What? I've never heard this before." So I want to be in the know, right? I want to know what the kids will be about. I want to be cool. Fun fact. If you challenge your brain with things you don't agree with, then it reduces the risk of getting Alzheimer's or dementia. It's your fun fact for the day. No, I'm getting gesso on my hands. It's unavoidable, but it always bothers me anyway. Ah! It already is, unfortunately, at Santa Tell Me. Yeah. I might need some scrap models myself or something. Yeah. I want to make scrap models. It sounds so fun. I missed a lot of comments. Let me see. Favorite Christmas Thomas episode? Trying to think of any of them. There's Last Train for Christmas, right? And there's the one where they have okay, it's got to be the one with Mrs. Kindly, where at the end the sheds are all black and then they turn on the lights and it's all decorated. That reveal just it can't be beat for me. I just love it. It's so cozy. It's so beautiful. That's my favorite. What's yours? I have so much I can never speak. I have so much fan content to catch up on, as well as watching ATSV. Is that Across the Spider-Verse? Arcane, JJK. Don't know what that one is. And hopefully Amphibia this winter break. Those are all awesome. You like Polar Express songs? Like, I gotta keep painting. You like Polar Express songs like Believe or When Christmas Comes to Town? Yeah, I do. There's more comments. Oh my gosh. Okay. I was going to answer that question. I love Believe in When Christmas Comes to Town. Reading Thomas' Twitter to get a net neutral effect of seeing abysmal takes for reducing dementia. Oh, hi, Simon. I looked through a playlist of Christmas songs earlier for the same reason. Didn't realize how many there were since they play the same ones in stores over and over. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's crazy. People didn't just stop writing them in 1965. There's so many. What's your process for writing stories? That's a good one I can answer while I keep painting and being productive. You guys are just so... Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to show that. Okay, but good answer. The missing Christmas tree. That's a good one too. Ooh, bus is nearing the airport. I'll need to dip for a while, but we'll look into coming back. Bye, Dookie. Have fun. We love you. What question was I going to answer? Oh, yeah. Process for writing stories. It's a good question. So, what I think I do is, first of all, I'll find a piece of music where I'm like, wow, I really want to use this in something, but I don't have an idea. Then I'll go through something really bad and I'll be like, I need an outlet. Let's not do therapy. No, let's go to Google Docs and let's write about this. Yeah. So then I write about the thing I've gone through, and I also do some character exploration, just kind of some loose ends that I wanted to see tied up in the series, but they never did. I try to bring out things in the characters that aren't often explored. I try to subvert expectations too. Like, I can't think of any examples. Some subverter of expectation I am. But yeah, that's my process. And then I just listen to the music I'm into over and over and over. And somehow that really helps me write. And then I get one of my friends who are more talented than I to give it a look over. Sometimes I don't, but sometimes I do. And they usually give me wonderful ideas. You know, it's so good to have like second opinions on things. Proofreaders, you know, I used to not be into proofreaders because I was like, I can do it myself. I'm a tough guy. I can do it all myself. But proofreaders are your friend. Oh my gosh, there's more comments. Oh, you guys are wonderful. Thomas Blue Sky is coming. Last Train for Christmas. I think I answered that one. Yeah, Missing Christmas Tree is nostalgic in this kind of bizarre Uncanny Valley area for me. That's true. I always forget it exists. So trauma is the best way to write stories. For me, not to sound super edgy, but genuinely, it's so cathartic and fulfilling to turn a bad experience into something creative and cool, because then you release some of that negative energy through it, and then you could help somebody else who's going through something similar. Like, that's a glob of paint that I just let dry. Like, for instance, Maknuv, which is the Emily story I wrote, that was written about the grief of losing my cat, which I bet you'd never guess, because it's about trains and it's about breathing problems. But yeah, and a lot of people really seem to like and resonate with that. It's cool. It's cool. You can do so many cool things. Very grateful that people resonated with it. Proofreaders are a necessity, though too many will conflict. It's a very good point. You've got to have specific designated people for each. How's Mr. Conductor 1406 doing? I need to talk to him again. He's a cool guy. Hello, Molly the Yellow Tender Engine. I'm a big fan of Molly the Yellow Tender Engine, the character, and I bet you are great too. Not the point, but you also get the last laugh in a way, like, ha ha, I took something positive out of this bad experience. Take that, life. Yeah, that can be really important and helpful too. I thought it was, oh, hi, Christian, welcome. I thought it was the loss of a person, considering Ashland's sacrifice. Yeah, you would think that. But yeah, no, my cat meant a lot to me, and it evoked some pretty insane feelings. So yeah. Also, oh yeah. So also, I was getting into Doctor Who around the time, and I was I don't know if you can tell, but in that scene, the music that's playing is the music that plays as 10 dies. The 10th Doctor dies. So that was also a huge inspiration, because that was such a beautiful scene. And just, I love Doctor Who so much. I can't watch it too often because it makes me really depressed, because it's just so heavy and wonderful. I mean, the 10th Doctor's run specifically. But it has been such an inspiration for me. I have a TARDIS on my Christmas tree. Are we done with the Gessoing? Oh my gosh. Okay. I think this is very nicely gessoed. Good job, team. What do I have to do next? Oh, I have to put the colors on. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, before we do that, I don't know how much longer I'm going to go with this, because my computer is probably only going to last so long. But this has been really wonderful so far, guys. I hope you are all having fun. Okay. Hey, in my series, Santa is Sir Tom Hatt's long-distance cousin. Oh, I actually love that so much. That's so wonderful. Ever thought about doing a Molly story? Yes, many times. The right plot has just not presented itself yet. Annie, you voiced a couple characters in the Magic Railroad parody, right? I think it was just Caroline? I'm not sure. I can't remember. What's your favorite so bad it's good piece of media? That's a good question. I gotta think about that one. Let me look up the Skarloey sheds on my phone, and then I'll get to that. Favorite so bad it's good media. I don't know. I really don't know. Skarloey sheds. Oh my gosh. Ooh, okay. It's an interesting brown. Okay. Oh, dark gray. Should we do the dark gray first? Yeah, I think we'll do the dark gray first. Doctor Who is one of the best shows. What series is your favorite? Mine is 4. It's the one with I think it's actually 4 too. Yeah, that's fantastic. I don't care what any snobbish critic says. Cars 2 is art. Yes, I agree. It's fantastic. You did Lady Hat 2, and it pains me every day. Wait, I did. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Who is your favorite road character in Thomas? Ooh, honestly, let me get some brown paint. Might be Elizabeth. Who's yours? Let's get that in the chat. Oh, brown paint. Oh, this is like almost red. No. I was gonna do gray. I'm crazy. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I'm gonna throw out this other piece of cardboard because you got to keep your workstation clean. Oh no! I dropped it on the floor. Okay, it's fine. Okay. I'm hungry. It'll be fun to eat soon. We're all blurbling over. Favorite Pixar film? Cars. Didn't even have to think about that one. All right, let's see if I have a question. What's your I don't know, favorite Thomas movie? Sans Magic Railroad. It's a Great Discovery. It's just, I don't know what it is. I just love it. I'll have to think about that. Do you like voice acting, Annie? I do. There's a reason I don't do it anymore, though, because my house is really loud. It's really hard to find quiet times to record. It's kind of a miracle I can do this live stream because like the house is quiet. So yeah. My favorite road vehicle is George. Good character. Good choice. Birdie. Birdie's just so classic. Elizabeth, George, and Madge just are the best objectively. Yeah, the Great Discovery is just... Let me mix paint while I'm talking. The Great Discovery is just so good. I don't know what specifically that appeals to me about it. I think it's like... not to sound on the nose, but the discovery aspect of it is just really fun. This is going to squirt all over me. I'm going to do the gray first. The discovery aspect is really cool. There's some really cool set pieces in it. And I love the concept of what happens when Thomas goes missing. Now, that was before it was severely overdone. But back then, it was the coolest thing ever. Like, that really inspired me. Stanley's great. I like Stanley. Does anybody remember the Welcome Stanley meme? Or does that make me qualify for a veteran's discount? Thomas, you're the leader, still gives me them chills. Yeah, baby. Opinions on Shed 17. Well, we would be here all night. I don't like it. I don't like what it's trying to do. I think it's kind of a cheap route to go the way he did with it. It's just, don't come at me for this. It's uninspired. If you want to do Thomas horror, there's so many more creative things you can do. Like, I just saw a a video. I think it was called Jack and Jill. And it did this really cool thing with a boiler explosion. And that freaked me out more than anything Shed 17 has ever professed to do. Because it was creative. It was cool. Darn, I was just about to ask if you wanted to voice in my series. Sorry. You would be waiting for months. Blue Snow. OMG, I need to watch that still. Yeah. Blue Snowplow, I think, did the best Thomas horror. It's good. It's good. They did some cool things. People do remember Welcome Stanley. I'm happy. Terrence is your favorite road vehicle. That's really cool. I do like Terrence. He's underrated. Any IDK if you watched Steam Team to the Rescue, but now I can't stop thinking about Salty's crew when they all fell in the water. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen that, but that sounds interesting. Shunter Productions. I've never seen Shunter Productions. Or have I? Wait, there was this one video I watched recently. That's a good dark gray. That's a better dark gray than the dark gray I made for the other shed. What am I doing? I'm falling off my color mixing game. Crazy stuff. Tobias and the Half Riot and the upcoming Arcane will also count as horror. Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited to see Arcane. Oh, I keep forgetting that it exists in like a fun way. It's like when I forget Christmas is in 3 days, and I'm like, oh yeah, I get this cool thing to look forward to. I'm so happy that poor man can rest. He deserves sleep. Any Thomas character you think had their potential wasted? Rosie. There's so many hairs. See, this is what happens when you live with cats. There's hair everywhere. You get an adorable little guy, and then the rent is hair everywhere. I love Toad and Frogger. Yeah, me too. I have 2 Frog and Toad shirts. Ugh! I gotta throw this out. I gotta throw it out. Oh, hello, Mr. President. My cat is here. He's sleeping. I need some more paper towels. La la la. Okay, we've been going for like an hour. We could probably go for like half an hour more. Like I've done a lot that I needed to do. Rosie and Stanley are just your versions in my mind because they did nothing with them. Thank you. I'm quite honored. And yes, they really did absolutely nothing. Hello, Tom. Welcome. Tweezer is a good idea. Love the song Branchline Buddy that you did with Christian Cordes. Thank you. I don't know what happened to my vocals in that. They got a little messed up. But yeah. Annie, how did you and Vincent meet? Just curious. Via the Shining. Why am I blanking? It's the Shining Time meetup. I just blanked out to nowhere. Annie, loving the post you did about the Diddy joke. Yeah, nobody thinks. And I think people should think. We use our brain a little. The thing we got up in our noggin. Use it just a little bit. We can avoid so much. So much! It's roof time. Show determination. Don't give up. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da. What's the Shining Time meetup? Oh yeah, it was a while ago. Bunch of people got together in a area in Pennsylvania from the years 2017 to 2019. No, it was 2016 to 2019, I think, because there were 4 of them. Then COVID happened. Then the Tank Engine Society, it got corporatized, basically. Turtles made the incredibly not intelligent decision to corporatize the meetup. Although it was out of good intentions, he wanted to open it up to more people. But anyway, it's a whole thing. But that's how we met, in person anyway. That's one marvelous thing to come out of those. They were good times. They were very good times. Any advice on someone wanting to make it big in the fandom? You kind of don't want to be, because it comes with all kinds of pressure, and it's just it's not fun. It's not fun being a big user. But if you mean in terms of like your videos, like if you want to get people to watch your videos, just promote them on Twitter. Reach out to people about collaboration. Just support other creators. Like, honestly, I did with other creators was I commented on their videos and I was like, wow, this video is so cool, because it was. Yeah, just connect with creators and uplift one another. That's the best advice I can give. But you don't want to be Twitter popular. You don't want to be Twitter popular unless you got a good head for fame. Because if not, then if you have any kind of social anxiety, even if you don't, it'll give you social anxiety. Sorry if that was a little heavy, but yeah, support one another. Content creation, yeah. Would I ever do a collab with a new creator? I honestly have enough trouble finishing my own videos, so you probably don't want to do a collab with me because it would take like months upon months. But there are plenty of people that are looking for someone to collab with, and plenty of like creators like Enterprising Engine 93 who love to have newer people voicing their videos, and that's how a lot of people get their start. So, yeah. What else are we saying? Creators love in-depth feedback, so Annie's the dream. I try to leave good comments. All the stress of being famous with no monetary incentive. Yeah, exactly. How can I be an official member of the Tank Engine Society? You don't want to be. Great advice. Thank you. I hope it helps. If you could summarize it, how's the fandom changed since the peak back in 2016, 2017? People have gotten a lot meaner. I'm gonna keep it real. People have gotten a lot meaner and a lot less supportive of one another. The transition to Twitter was kind of bad for us. It was kind of good. It was kind of bad. It allowed a lot of people to connect more with each other, which is fantastic. But it also allowed a lot of kind of sickos to find their voice and gain a lot of kind of weird power over people. And prior to that, we were much more focused on like video creation. Thus, the spirit was a lot more collaborative and, encouraging. We just had more respect for each other, I feel. But also, meetups are more common. Fan events are more common. It's allowed us to network in wonderful ways. Yeah, it's kind of a mixed bag. I think we need to look to the past and recapture some of that. Once again, we need to transition to blue sky LO. Yeah, I think we're kind of in process of that, thank goodness. And I hope it will help. I hope it will help. In addition, I have sent you a DM on X before. You have? Oh, I'm so sorry. I like, I'm so bad with my DMs. You didn't weird me out because I don't remember you sending me one. I'm sorry. Don't worry. What was I gonna say? Is E holding auditions? I've always wanted to voice something for him, Annie C. You could just ask him. He's a busy guy. He's doing a lot, but you could just ask him. I'll never forget about the TES Northlands meetup that was set up in 2021. I don't even like thinking back too much about it, especially after the raffle for the N scale set. Oh, I missed that part. That's interesting. There's always more meetups, always better opportunities. That's the nice thing about it. A lot more meetup opportunities. What do you wish for Christmas? Wow. I'd like some paint. Is that a boring answer? How about you? What do you want for Christmas? Yeah, we're probably 20 more minutes. There's a lot of greater awareness and deep stuff being talked about when it wasn't before, but it became more of like a high school versus people that literally work together because they like making films. Yeah, that's very succinct. We got a lot more female creators being able to platform themselves. We also got a lot more open misogyny. But now we're hopefully going in the other direction of that. We're getting better. It's fantastic. Fantastic to see. I'm so glad I decided to do this instead of a Twitter space, because the fact that I'm here and you can see me, it's incentive for me to keep painting. Plus, it's much easier to see all of your comments. Ow. Oh, what I want for Christmas is to take the plunge and attend a fan meetup already, yes, bitch. Please, I would love to see you, Nico. That would be so awesome. Oh my gosh. If you do go to Edison, it can be a little overwhelming. So just bear that in mind. But it can also be really, really fun. Oh no, I got gray paint on the area. There was not supposed to be gray paint on. How dare I? All right, I gotta go. I gotta finish commission. Have fun, Nate. Thanks for coming. Oh, okay. Okay. Painting is so nice. It's so relaxing. La, 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 la. Yeah, we need to recapture the magic of the past. Oh, bye, Ryan. Merry Christmas. I want more pajamas to hold the original Georgia Steamroller model, and that would be all happy. That's a fantastic list. I can't think of anything better than that. trying to think if there were any questions I missed earlier. Oh yeah, favorite female characters. It might be obvious, but two of my favorites are Rosie and Lady. I think they're vastly underrated. I think there's a lot of untapped potential there. Rosie, I just relate to. Lady is just so freaking cool. Emily. Emily is just fantastic. I've been making a lot of stories about female characters lately. I think it's kind of insane that my next two stories will be my first stories in like ages with male leads. It was like completely unintentional. It was kind of crazy. But yeah, I've just been really fascinated with the characters that are more underrated and not given as much love lately, and that is a lot of female characters. So that's been really fun. That's been really, really fun, and I encourage you all to do it as well because it could be really, really fun. It's all about just being open to new perspectives, which you can start with by watching different forms of media, even if you don't have diversity in friends or in. That's very good advice. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's how it worked for me. It's how it works for many people. My grandmother, before her passing, adored Lady so. Where did the comment go? It jumped away. Okay. My grandmother, before her passing, adored Lady so much, just like how I admire Hero a lot. Oh, Hero is great too. I would love to do a story with him. Honestly, it's great seeing more stories about female characters since they're so consistently neglected. Yeah, yeah. Seeing this corner of the room being used as a modeling desk and not an airbed spot is wild. I know. It's kind of crazy being over here, especially like when we have like the hammock bed over here. Yeah, that's my association with it. My eyes are not processing what I'm seeing. Sorry, it's not what you're saying. It's just my eyes are not like processing words. Duck as a villain is actually a really cool idea. Tobias and the Half Pariah already did that. But I think it would be interesting to see other takes on him. You know, there's so many ideas. There's so many cool ideas, and that's why we need to focus less on saying slurs on Twitter and more on making stories about Duck being a villain. You know? You know what I'm saying? Bye, Tom! Oh, I love the rainbow emoji. It's so fun. That was such a random thing to say, but it's true. I love it. It evokes joy. I mean, rainbows in any form evoke joy. I've made 2 rainbow customs for this exact reason. Ferdinand is my favorite diverse character. Yeah. I feel like there should be an alternate universe where the famous 8 are all villains but still in character. What would they do? What would their villainy be? What is their goal? I'm so fascinated. You know, the other great thing about painting buildings, it's cheap. I mean, painting buildings out of cardboard is very cheap. So if you're like me and you have no money, but you want cool props or decent props, paint some cardboard. I'm telling you. You probably have some lying around already. The famous 8, but they're actually from Kingsman. Can you imagine evil Edward? I actually can imagine that pretty easily. Edward being pushed to his absolute limit. Who would have thunk it? That would be so cool. I think so many things would be so cool. And that's so beautiful. It gives us reasons to live. I mean, talk about 13th reason. This is my 13th reason to live. Right? I'm so cold. My arms are so cold. I had a thought, but then it disappeared. I am going to try to make an fully articulated Pinchy at some point for my gauge 1 size diesel 10. That's just about as scary as it sounds. But I'm going to do my best. And the goal of this rambling is you can do anything, even if you make mistakes. That's what I was going to say. I was watching one of my favorite art YouTubers earlier, and he was saying what gives him confidence to paint and try new things is that he knows if he makes a mistake, he has made so many over the years that he has learned that he can fix any mistake he makes. And that kind of like changed my whole approach with making things, because I was paralyzed with fear over making mistakes on things, because it's like, oh God, it's ruined. It's actually not, because there are many ways to fix mistakes when you're creating art. Like, for instance, you could just paint over it, or yeah, and I don't know, I just thought that was really cool. Oh, that does kind of look like budget shingles. I was hoping it would, because I laid the tape out in vertical strips like that, so I could get sort of like a budget wood planks effect. Gauge 1 puffs. Yeah. That boy is like 7¼ inch gauge. That's so specific. I love it. I believe you. Like, you know more about gauges than I do. You are the gauge 1 master. There's some Ivan debate in the comments, it would seem. All right, I'm going to finish painting this roof, and then we're probably going to call it a night. I'm almost done. Maybe I'll finish painting this roof and then do the touch-ups on that roof while I have the paint here. La, la, la. La, 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 la. I need some iced tea. I'm thirsty. Very delish. Lady could be a joke. Oh, don't take our Lord and Savior's name in vain like that. Oh, that's joke. You can do whatever you want, lady. I do believe it's done. Nope, there's a spot I missed. Every time I think it's done, there's a spot I missed. I don't know about you guys, but one of the things I struggle with the most as an artist is wanting something to be done so badly that I declare something done. And then it turns out if I had just stepped back for a moment and looked at it, I would have seen things that I could have fixed. But I get so impatient towards the end of any art piece that I just want to be done. And what I've been trying to train myself to do is to just go back, look at it a little bit more. But I'm hungry right now and I'm cold, so that's hard. So again, the peer pressure is working for me to stay here and do my job. Do my unpaid paint labor. Oh my gosh, it's John's Steak and Cake. I have to go. Have fun. Goodbye. Molly, the yellow tender onion, is back. Hello, John. Hello. We're almost done with the roof. This is good progress. This is very good progress. We've come a long way in just an hour and a half. My goodness. Well, it's not fine art, but it'll serve my purposes. At the end of the day, that's all you can ask for. Michelangelo's David. Okay. All right. Oh, one more touch-up. Gosh darn it. So tedious. And one more. You have to, turn it over in the light. Make sure you're seeing everything. Oh, dearie me. Maybe I should let it dry. Okay. That's about as good as it's done. And now, before I go, we will do you flatter yourself. Oh my goodness gracious. Hello, goodbye, hello, and goodbye. Tedious, like Tales of Sodor. I've heard that name thrown around. Is that somebody's series? I probably sound so foolish and uninformed right now. Please forgive me. It's hard keeping up with everybody's series, but I want to do better. I want to do better because you guys are all so talented. And I want to see what you're doing. I want to see what it's all about. When I said you were getting filter-free Annie, you were getting filter-free Annie. Because what kind of nonsense have I been spewing? But boy, has it been fun. Oh, it is. It is quite good. A little cynical, though. Ooh, I'll have to check it out. Your brick paint is good. Thank you. I feel like it needs some sort of shadow depth, but I mean, you're not really going to see much of it anyway, so I don't know. I'm not sure. Man, it's still so nice that Eric Pierre dropped in earlier. I love that guy. Gotta wish him a Merry Christmas. This year I couldn't get my Christmas cards out. That's kind of a bummer. I was just too overwhelmed with stuff. So you gotta go message your friends. Gotta check in on them anyway. Christmas cards are fun because it's like my way of checking in with people I haven't talked to in ages. So yeah, it's fun. Okay, ladies and gentlemen and gentlethems and gentlefolks. I have one more touch-up to do, and then we can say goodnight. Okay. In closing, I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday. Thank you all so much for coming tonight and just hanging out, having a little chat about all sorts of things. We really run the gamut tonight. My goodness gracious, I do declare, I think it's done. Oh my gosh, yeah, there's always one more touch-up. Who would have thought? Annie C, I love your videos. Thank you, Bash. Thank you. My goodness gracious. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have done. This is what we've done. Pretty good. Pretty good. It would have taken me twice as long without you all pushing me along here. So, yeah. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. I think Hanukkah is over. Happy holidays. You are all doing great. And we made it through another year. This is a nice video to end the year on my channel. It's fun. Yeah. All right. Good night. Buonanotte. a wonderful night, or whatever time zone you're in. Good night. Bye.